Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So today we will discuss one of the important topic, and that is pterygopalatine fossa. So first we should know where it is located. Pterygopalatine fossa is located posterior to the maxilla, inferior to the apex of the orbit, and immediately lateral to the lateral wall of the nose, between the pterygoid process, the maxilla, and the palatine bone. Pterygopalatine fossa is a major distributing center for branches of maxillary nerve and the pterygopalatine part of the maxillary artery. It is located between and hence communicates with the infratemporal fossa, nasal cavity, orbit, middle cranial fossa, pharyngeal vault, maxillary sinus, and oral cavity. Its contents are maxillary nerve, parasympathetic pterygopalatine ganglia, third part of maxillary artery, and accompanying veins and surrounding fatty matrix. The boundaries of the pterygopalatine fossa, they are interior posterior surface of the maxilla, posteriorly the base of the lateral pterygoid plate and the opening of the foramen rotundum and pterygoid canal. Inferiorly, the junction of the palatine perpendicular plate and the maxilla. Superiorly, the greater wing of the sphenoid and the inferior orbital fissure. Medially, the perpendicular plate of the palatine bone and the sphenopalatine foramen. Laterally, the pterygomaxillary fissure. So, just we have discussed the boundaries of the pterygopalatine ganglia and location of the pterygopalatine ganglia. So, to understand its location and boundaries, this diagram is important. This is the interior cranial fossa, and this is the middle cranial fossa, uh, and this one is the posterior cranial fossa. This one is the maxilla. This is the orbit, and the middle cranial fossa. This is the sphenoid bone, and the guide process of the sphenoid bone. So this one is the pterygoid process. This one is the perpendicular plate of the sphenoid bone, and this is the maxilla. This one, there is a bony projection from this perpendicular plate, and this one is known as the pyramidal process of the palatine bone. This is the perpendicular plate of palatine bone, and this one is the pyramidal process of the palatine bone. So this is the location, actually, the pterygopalatine fossa. So pterygopalatine fossa, as we have discussed, interiorly it is bounded by the maxilla. Superiorly, anterior-superiorly, this pterygopalatine fossa, it communicates with the orbit through the inferior orbital fissure. This one, antero-superiorly. Posteriorly, pterygopalatine fossa communicates with the middle cranial fossa through foramen rotundum and pterygoid canal. Laterally, this pterygopalatine fossa, it communicates with the infratemporal fossa through pterygomaxillary fissure, and And this is the pterygoid plate of the sphenoid bone. So these are the boundaries of the pterygopalatine fossa: the interior boundary, the posterior boundary, lateral wall, superior wall. Medially, this pterygopalatine fossa, it, uh, it is bounded by the lateral wall of the nose. So these are all boundaries of the pterygopalatine fossa and its location. The contents of this pterygopalatine fossa: the major structure of the fossa are maxillary artery, accompanying veins, pterygopalatine ganglia, which is one of the parasympathetic ganglia, the maxillary nerve, and fat. Communication: this pterygopalatine fossa, it communicates through different foramina with the surrounding structures. So it communicates with the oral cavity, nasal cavity, orbit, cranial cavity, infratemporal fossa, and interior surface of the face. In general, the vascular structure of the pterygopalatine fossa enter it through its lateral wall. The nerves of the fossa enter it posteriorly. The pterygopalatine fossa communicates laterally with the infratemporal fossa through the pterygomaxillary fissure, medially with the nasal cavity through the sphenopalatine foramen. Anterosuperiorly, it communicates with the orbit through the inferior orbital fissure; posterior-superiorly with the cranial fossa through foramen rotundum and pterygoid canal. So these are the different communications of this fossa with the surroundings. Posteriorly, as we have discussed, foramen rotundum, through it communicates with the middle cranial fossa, also with the pterygoid canal. Through it communicates again with the middle cranial fossa and palatovaginal canal. Uh, Through it communicate with the nasopharynx. Interiorly, through inferior orbital fissure, it communicates with the orbit. Medially, through the sphenopalatine foramen, it communicates with the nasal cavity. Laterally, through the pterygomaxillary fissure, it communicates with the infratemporal fossa. And inferiorly, through the greater palatine canal, it communicates with the oral cavity and the lesser palatine canals. So, to know all about this fossa, you should understand this diagram. If this is the location of pterygopalatine fossa, so this is the interior boundary which is formed by the maxilla. This is the anterosuperior boundary formed by the orbit. This is the posterior aspect through which it communicates with the middle cranial fossa through foramen rotundum and pterygoid canal. And this is the inferior aspect, and this is the lateral aspect through which it communicates with the infratemporal fossa through the pterygomaxillary fissure. So this was all about the pterygopalatine fossa. Thank you.